Sai Ram, everyone. Sai Ram, dear brothers and sisters. It's lovely to see so many people today and some new faces who will become my next victims for today's satsang. So, what we do in the satsang is we take common everyday experiences and we use Swami's teachings to understand how we can go much deeper into our sadhana. So, I'm going to start by asking you, how are you doing in your sadhana?
So my sadhana is to just be still. My sadhana is to be still and allow the silence to take over. And what I feel is that even until a few months back, it used to be very easy to enter the state of silence and be still. But now the mind is not as still as earlier. And when I'm aware that the mind is not still, I've got some practices that Swami has told us. One is Rudram, which I realized is because there's a lot of external influences, whatever I eat, whoever I interact with, is influencing me. But I have to be a lot more sincere with my sadhana, because what I sincerely feel from my heart is all the tools are available to me. It's just that I need to step up my game and be focused on sadhana. Yeah.
So I'll share with you an experience I had recently. I got an email from someone from the Devas Unlimited team. They had forwarded it from someone who asked a question about, Doc, can you do this particular reading for me and things like that. And I said, what is your sadhana? And she said, well, I light the lamp and I pray whenever I can think about it. I said, okay. Not in a judgmental way, but I said, see, when you receive something, you want to be prepared to receive, right? So I said, do some sadhana. I said, at least 1 hour a day, spend in whatever sadhana you want. Spend some time in meditation, spend some time in community service or seva, do nama japa, repetition of the divine name, pray, do breathing exercises, whatever you want, but 1 hour a day. It doesn't have to be all together, but you just do 1 hour a day. She emailed back saying, very politely, very curtly, saying, no, 1 hour a day, it doesn't work for me. And she gave her schedule about how she spends so many hours in this thing and so many hours a day in this thing and so many hours in this thing. Family responsibility is always there. She can't do it. So I didn't reply because she wasn't asking for help in her email. I left it like that. But this reminds you what Swami said once. He said, Jesus had when he went to the desert, he spent 25 years in sadhana. This is what Swami said. He said 25 years in sadhana. He said, then Swami said, at least you people do some sadhana, no? So we have to do something. Now, what the mistake that many of us do, so sister, please remind me your name.
My name is Pratibha.
Pratibha. Okay, Pratibha. So what sadhana are you doing?
Yeah, these days, over a period of few months, I go for my morning walk, and then I try to do my sadhana outside when I'm in the park or wherever I go for a walk. I start with the monkey mind, and then I do the.
You start with the monkey mind means what do you mean?
I start with the. Yeah, with that.
Cutting the ties
monkey.
work for this monkey mind.
Pulling that monkey and putting it on the right shoulder, right side. Then I do the snake.
Mm-hmm. To control the emotions.
Yeah, to control the emotions. Okay. Then I tell myself, okay, now you're kind of ready. And then I do the maypole.
Okay, great.
And after the maypole, I do the cylinder. Then I do the beach ball.
Okay, stop. So what you're telling me is I do. It's all doing. Again, all monkey mind. The maypole is enough, yaar. Just do the maypole, just one thing in the maypole, that's enough. You don't have to go on and on and on and on and on if you do the maypole properly. Just receiving from God is enough. Just opening up to Him is sufficient. Why do you need so many things? It's fine, do these exercises, but stop doing. Okay? So let me share another story with you. Thank you, Pratibha, for being my victim. And who will be next? I will see. Someone's hiding in the back behind Chandraha. Okay. Okay, so what we saw is that most of us are doing sadhana from the monkey mind. It will not work. You will fail. You will fail. Instead, do sadhana from the heart. Okay? But look at this lovely lady who emailed me back saying, no, I can't do 1 hour sadhana per day. Fine. No, there's no judgment or criticism. When I saw the email, I thought to myself, I'm the self with the capital S. Whether she asks for help in this janma or the next janma or the next janma after that, the next birth after that, I will still be here. I am eternal. Whether it's this body or another body, it doesn't matter. And when she's ready, she will reach out. But wouldn't it be nice if you finish the game now, in this birth? Again, there's no judgment or criticism, but gosh, it sure would be nice to finish off. In this respect, I want to share something, and this is very important for all of you to understand. In Prashanti Vahini, Swami talks about ceaseless effort. Ceaseless effort. This is the kind of sadhana you need to follow. Okay, if you really want to merge in the feet of the Lord, yeah, if you really want to become one with Swami, if you really want to know that you and Swami are one and the same, it is ceaseless effort. Okay, when you put that kind of effort forward, then the grace of the Lord will automatically come through. So let me share just a simple example from what happened to me today. So I had to go to Vidhan Saudha, the parliament building of Karnataka state, to meet one of the ministers. They had sponsored our company to go for a particular conference, and the delegates from that conference, this was in the US, from these startup companies, were meeting with the minister to apprise him of what had happened. I took the metro down. Now, people will say, well, Doc, if you have to have ceaseless effort, how do you do it when you're in the middle of something? Well, very simple. So in the train, in the metro train, I was reading a book. I brought a book to read with me. And while I was reading that book, I was just reading the book. Nothing else. Was not thinking about my destination, where I was going, what I had to do, nothing, just that book. And then after a while, I said, well, you know how it is when you read a book in a train and you get sleepy. So then I closed my eyes, and I thought, let me just close my eyes for some time, and I'll get down when my stop comes. So closed my eyes, woke up some time later. I had missed my stop. And not only that, I was like 3 stops down the road. So I had to get down for the metro, cross the platform, and then take the train back. I thought, man. Then I was thinking, Swami won't criticize or judge me, but I know that I'm going to get a scolding from Shivani when I come back. So even if you have ceaseless effort, there are going to be times when you fall asleep. There are going to be times when you fall asleep. And I suggest you do what I did, which is instead of beating myself up, I just laughed at it myself. I just laughed. It was really fine. And you know what happened is when I went to the building where we had the meeting, I just happened to come in as the chief secretary for that particular department was coming in. And we had a lovely conversation along the way. So see how it worked out so beautifully in the end. It was just perfect. But had I beaten myself up and said, oh, you're so dumb, you missed the stop, it's so embarrassing and this and that, it might have turned a different way. But because of just that laughter, it worked out fine. So it's really this ceaseless effort that you need to put in.